something I've been working on recently, which is basically just reinventing the wheel. Because I like reinventing the wheel, and sometimes like I cannot help myself. Don't like the wheel, like my wheel. Don't know why. And in order to show you what I mean by that, 1 second. Boss. So my headphones. Something is going on there. Alright, let's see. Alright. I have some music from my phone because for some reason like it's the Linux issue. So I've created this little library which kind of basically tries to follow the STB libraries principle. If I click on that, it opens with Chrome, right? Yeah, it's fine. So STB libraries, you know what STB libraries is probably, yeah, like it's like image loader, image so it's like a simple single file kind of thing. Lines of code, nice. With the idea of basically just having a minimal set of operations, low-level operations that allow you to, in this case, manipulate images. And it's also inspired by Raylib, right? Raylib is kind of in the same principle, where you have like a bunch of, I don't know, bunch of functions that you can use. So for example, you have, okay, this code is a bit complicated, but this code is very complicated. Much complicated than I expected. Okay, maybe not that one. Like draw circle, draw text, and close window, and so on. So everything is like one layer higher level. It's a library, right? Like it's a library in the purest form. It's one level higher than the hardware, but it's not like yeah, it's not like too abstracted, right? So you still kind of get what's happening, and you can always like re-implement that one function as doing one thing, and it's kind of hard to maintain this balance, but really clear background, like makes sense what it does, right? Maybe it's a complicated function, it's very OS dependent and so on, but it's very clear. Like here, let's just look here, like camera, where is camera? Update camera FPS, camera, right? Like you instantiate it with nothing, and then you have a position, which is like, it's very straightforward, right? Update camera FPS, disable cursor, like everything is like English. This is English, right? So in order to make code look like English, you need to have good primitives, right? If your primitives suck, you cannot do this. Yeah. So I'm not very good at this, so I'm learning. So this is not a image resize. So I see that. Where is image resize? This one. This is image resize 2. Wonder why it's called image resize 2. Why is not image resize like just that? Anyway, maybe they iterated a bit. So this is a very nice. Maybe I will try to use this just to see if I can basically use it. It's like a 10,000 line of code, sure, not very good, but this may actually do all I need, right? I think it has like cheap stuff which, no. Bilinear, let's look. Bilinear, there you go. What's his name? Langzos. Yeah, it doesn't have Langzos. Resize Langzos. Interesting. Byakima. Well, if he doesn't have Langzos, maybe that's an issue. But actually, filter Langzos. STB. So what's this BIR? What the fuck? Undocumented in source. No throw. Okay, what language is this? Hold up. No throw. What language is this? Deplug. The fuck's a deplug? R. Attack and release. Okay, I don't know what I got. Repo. What language is this? Using D. Oh shit, it's in D. Alright. Well, it doesn't have Langzos. I wonder why. I wish it had it, actually. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Can I do this? Pull requests. Closed. We are not taking any non-bug PRs. Okay. Interesting. How hard it is to do it? Okay, that's pi. So that's not very hard. Actually, that's very easy, to be honest. Maybe I should do it myself. Konica. Alright, so what I have done so far is a very poor man's idea. So it's also inspired by another library. I think it's called Olive-C. Yeah. And basically the idea is, okay, let's make like basic functions. It accepts an image, which is a NumPy array. I'm working with NumPy arrays. Maybe I will extend this to be array, just array. So what's array? Array Python, right? Which is where is it? Array interface. The array interface protocol. So this thing, which is a more high-level abstraction, basically. And I think Torch, it doesn't say, but I think Torch is also an array. But that's for the future. And right now I have a bunch of functions. So if I look at, maybe let's grab this and see exactly what I have. Also, only activate, I can't activate nothing. Let's say do this, def, or def. Alright, so basically what do we have is okay, so this one can be deleted, this one is irrelevant. So I'm kind of trying to refactor this code a bit. So the IO ones, the input output ones, also I don't like them. They shouldn't be here. So if you look at STB, they have like image write and image read as separate things, because IO and operations should be different. And if you look in the code, also I have like IO, which is just these three functions, just reading data from Pillow, writing data with Pillow, and just displaying. This one is just used for notebooks. And I think I should get rid of all of them. Then I have resizing ones, which this one is still using OpenCV or Pillow, and I want to basically see if I can use STB or something else, because I want to not depend on this anymore. And then I have the other ones, which I call image manipulation ones or image drawing ones. Image draw, but why is the comment? Image manipulation, AI resizing. Let's just put image drawing functions, maybe? Drawing functions. Yeah, and for drawing functions I have draw line, draw rectangle, draw polygon, and draw circle. Now draw rectangle is just for draw lines, obviously. Draw polygon is just a for loop with draw lines, obviously. Draw circle is still using pillow, so this one is work in progress, and I will do it. I don't think it should be that hard, but it's definitely... So that's what I said about draw line, and then draw line is the one I actually tackled, and I wanted to do it myself, and it turns out that draw line is fucking hard. Like, I don't know how the fuck they thought of implementing it. I thought it was just, you know, drawing a line from point A to point B. No, they are using like some tangent function, and it's like, well, why are you using like some periodic function to draw a line? Anyway, I implemented something. I tried to so I went yeah, I was in Spain when I did this. I had like a free day, and I had like this semi-transcendental experience where I was coding this crap, and I realized that at some point the pixels go up, and for other parameters, for other points, the pixels go down, and then sometimes they like make the line 1 pixel smaller, and it's like, okay, so it's 1 pixel smaller every odd lines, and then it's first starts with the top row, then the bottom, and it was like very inconsistent. And at some point I realized, man, I'm reinventing the Taylor series for some periodic function here. And then I look at the code finally, because I wanted to reverse engineer this based on only on examples. They have like a shit ton of tests, and it turns out that yes, they are using some tangent function, and I was like, fuck, this is, I cannot use if statements to represent this. I will end up just rewriting the first elements of a Taylor series, and it was yeah, then I gave up. And now the version that I have here has like 3 cases. It's a horizontal line or a vertical line, so it's just you know, straight lines, and just a simple for loop. For thickness is the same, so I just did this one, just means go up and go down, you know. And I think it's going up first, right? I think so, or maybe not, because of this plus. So these two are like symmetrical, and then for diagonals, I kind of figured out this particular function, and yeah, it works. Okay, so I'm not going to, this is the equation of a line, and like I do this for cases where m or b is 0, that's a straight line, and basically this is the equation of a line, right? And these are like the generate cases. Update is a small function which I think checks that the where I draw is inside the image. I use ceiling, so I do on the left and on the right as well, based on the point. This is basically trying to replicate the pills behavior as much as possible. So the final function looks much smaller, but at some point this function had like 100 and something lines. Even now it has 56, but it has like 100 and something. It was growing crazy because I wanted to like match it. I have some tests also, as I said. So basically, if I do this, test unit, I have a bunch of tests. Now, as you can see, I have like some expected failure cases, and I have like, because basically I gave up at some point, and I said, okay, these tests do not work. This is for drawing, no, this one here. This is basically, the idea is that you have a canvas and you are drawing on it, and that's why everything is an NumPy array, because it's easier to test this way. And these are like the cases where it works, identical. These are the cases where it works, but it's close enough, so it's a tolerance example. These are the cases where it doesn't work. So for all these cases, basically I produce slightly different results, and I'm fine with it, because most of these are kind of degenerate cases. Like look at this thickness. So for huge thicknesses, like everything like spirals out of control, and I think it spirals out of control not for me but for Pillow. I think Pillow implements it in a very weird way. So for them, the concept of thickness is implemented in a very weird way. So I have some degenerate cases with this one. Maybe this one should. So let's see how that one looks. So let's show you how I did all these tests. Where is the examples? Main. Here. I think I can run everything. Yeah, so basically this is kind of the way I was doing it. So basically I was looking at this is what I'm producing, this is what Pillow is producing, or the other way around, I think. So which one is first one is Pillow, second one is me. Yeah. So this one is degenerate, right? So yeah, let's see the difference. Why is it different? What? It's equal, huh? Why did I put this here? Image draw line versus Pillow. Okay, how come that one doesn't work? Okay, now I'm confused. X fail. Oh, I think because it's actually 0. Hold up, I think this is wrong. Yeah, I need this. Interesting. Something. Yeah, let's see. X failed. The X fail is not good, right? Yeah, interesting. So this one is actually not failing. Very interesting. This is the latest version. Yeah. Okay, so I have a bunch of errors. So this one is actually here. Yeah, it was actually there also already. Very interesting. About the other ones. So this one is there. What is expected failing? This one sucks. Okay, this one. Test image versus blue. Interesting. So do I have any expected failures yet? Wow. I'm still only expected. Oh, X passed. Okay, so I have a bunch of them that are actually if interesting. So yeah, so I have some of them that are properly failing. So it is X passed, right? X passed. These are the one. If X failed, means they are not failing, but they should. 3X failed. So this one is still there. Okay. 2X failed. What is 1X failed? What is Okay. So it's just a mosaic pattern. Yeah, alright, so this one finally fails. So if I take this, which is like a 10 by 10 image to 30% thickness, I think, oh, so this is where pillow basically sucks. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. So I have a 10 by 10 canvas. I have point from 22 to 66 and the 30% thickness or a 30 pixel thickness, which is like bigger than the entire image. And basically, this is how Pillow produces it, this is how I produce it. I think, I don't know, debatable, right? So they have like 5 lines, I have like 3 lines, and they're like slightly different shaped, like mine is slightly easier to see here. So yeah, they have like this inner line is like 4, length of 4, so it's a length of 5, length 4, length 5, length 4. So it's basically doing this zigzagging, and mine just has length of 5 every time. I don't know, like I think it's fine. I'll take this one. But I'm still confused as to why this particular example was... So why did I have so many X failed actually? So now I think everything should be only X passed. There we go. Test unit. Remove X failed. Alright. Alright, now let's get rid of the IO ones, because these ones are not supposed to be. So this one actually is irrelevant. This one shouldn't be here like at all. This one is leftover from some other place. This one is just easy to get rid of. And to be honest, like all of them. Nice. And the only place where this would, yeah, so maybe in like the end-to-end test end-to-end one. Now I have a problem because there's no image read in the end-to-end test, which is this bad boy. And this is where I think I need to define my crap. So I need like this. From pill, import image, import numpy SMP, check image. Yeah, so I need this crap. We just don't save that. Irrelevant, this one is irrelevant. Image reads. So yeah, this is just removing a bunch of functions that are irrelevant anyway. Image read doesn't exist anymore, this doesn't exist anymore, this doesn't exist anymore. Readme. This one is here, which means this one is bad here too. Alright, so this one works very well. It works. So this code basically reads a bunch of images. So yeah, I'm trying to separate the IO stuff from my library for now. And it basically just, so it takes the cat image, it takes the sun image, it pastes the sun image here. I think I also resize it a bit, yeah. I resize it, yep. Shows auto scaling. I create like a circle, I create a rectangle, I create a polygon, and I just put them at various places. And the API, I hope it's easy, like everything kind of has this thickness argument. yeah, I have like fill versus outline thickness, which probably I should document a bit better. I think they are documented though. Wait, what? They're not documented yet. Okay, so I need to document stuff. Yeah, but basically this is kind of how it looks for now. So for the main.ipyNB, which is this thing, now it will crash on various functions that don't exist anymore. So image display, for example, which is like image display. Okay, there's no image display anymore. Yeah. And okay, so this one works again. Well, the benchmark one. The benchmark, let's see. Image display. It should go here. Image display. Yeah, this benchmark basically, yeah, benchmarks like drawing lines and polygons. Obviously, okay, you can see it, it fails on loading imports. Okay, let's. I don't like extra stuff that's irrelevant. Alright, cool. Okay, so this one basically runs like a bunch of canvas sizes, thickness points. So basically what I showed earlier, I try to do this, I try to compare against Pillow and see which one is better and when. For example, Pillow takes whatever 000238, I take 0013, that means I'm half. Here I'm a bit worse, here I'm a bit worse, here I'm a bit better, here I'm like twice worse, but here I'm like twice better. So as you can see, it kind of depends. The most important one, as far as I remember, is having small thickness, because I do a for loop here on each thickness, but in average, I'm better. Like, average, I'm like 10% better. And for polygons, now this is a for loop through all the points, and for some reason I'm better just on this one, which is small thickness, but when I have a for loop on points and a for loop on thickness, like as you can see, it's getting worse. But you know, it's like good, right? Because this one is like in C and my code is like in Python. So yeah, as you can see, I've invested a lot in the testing framework just to draw a fucking line. It was a weird day, right? Like I had transcendental experiences. I'm saying, yeah, like guys, you know, don't smoke, or do smoke. Actually, maybe it's a richer experience of life, especially if you like coding. All right, so I think that means everything should work, right? This one, yes, and draw, run. This one checks that I produce the same versus Pillow. It's like I'm 0.2% off because the reference image, yeah, this is basically, let me show you how I do this. So xgo, where is it, this bad boy? So this is what I produce, and the reference one is in resources combined. So let's put one over the other. Actually, let's zoom a bunch of times. So 1, 2, 3, just to 1, 2. As you can see, can you spot the difference? So one of the differences in the bounding box here. My bounding box is like slightly smaller here. Another one is here. Let's zoom like a bunch of times more if I can. All right, so there you go. Like as you can see, like the one I produce has like slightly different corners. Like they're a bit sharper, then these ones are a bit more complete. Now, on one side, yeah, I don't produce the same thing, but on the other side, it's a fucking line, right? And arguably, mine is better. Like, look at this stuff here. What the fuck? Anyway, nobody will look at these details. And this is why I decided that tolerance is good enough, and even this bounding box, everything is good enough. Hence why I made those tests with tolerance. Alright, then the tolerance is basically, I think it's 4%. This is what it means. So I'm 4% off pillow, which has a weird, it draws a line with a transcendental function, with a periodic function. Who the fuck draws a line with a sinusoid? I'm not re-implementing that. That's crazy. Alright, cool. So remove I of functions. It is the requirement of the user of the library to get NumPy arrays somehow for their images. Alright, I think this is fine. Now, how many users do I have of this library? So the first user that I have of this library is, so I said it's STB-like. So STB means you copy paste the code in your code. I don't want to put this on pip, at least not yet, because I'm tired of pip in some sense. Yeah. So let's see. The first user of this library is this robotics library that I've been working on, which is Drone IO Act, which basically has the image utils here. And again, the idea is to copy paste the crap. Now, this is where I'm actually using semantic mapped image, I think. That's why I'm saying like this stuff is inherited from somewhere else, but it's fine. I can just move that to other functions. So basically, all these two functions, basically, or three functions, I can just move them to just utils maybe. Image, read image. Right, semantic map to image. What is check image? I don't want to depend on that. Just to assert. Alright. Alright, cool. So I have that. I think I didn't break anything here. Okay, and now I think I can upgrade image utils, which is basically this, because I just want to copy paste this crap. So it had 249, it has 124, so I lost some lines. How many times you can say you lose lines? This is a different thing I'm working on. I'm just doing it in parallel. activate robotics. Activate robotics. Conda distance. Parrot, yeah. So PyTest test. Interesting. Interesting error. Oh, list of color. Map to image. Yeah, color it's like not defined, is it? Alright. Checkout minus B, bump image utils, without. I like to make pull requests on some of the repos I'm working on, simply because I can run the CI and stuff. So for example, in this video, I have the following. Let's say main.py splitter. Is this it? Maybe I think this is it. So what this small project is basically doing is kind of. So this is my robotics library. Is anyone around here? Let's just see first that chat. Chat. Here's my robotics library. So basically, hey, it actually failed. Nice. Well, that's good. Well, that's good. It failed. Great. I have a failure. That means. That means I need to do something about it. Wow. So I already had the latest version here. Didn't expect that. So how did it fail? Let's put this here just in case somebody decides to appear for some reason. How do I keep the tab? Holy fuck, turn on, no. Oh my god, it's like so many right clicks. So many types of right clicks. Wow, I don't know how to. Okay, I will look at it sporadically. So this is a small problem, right? So 360 is out of bounds for. Oh, it's a thickness error. Nice. Let's see. That seems like a nice error that I can make a test for. Because it's on the vertical side, so it's line 139. Try. So the way I like to do is just try to accept breakpoint and see where it crashes. Basically, you don't need an ID, right? You can just put a breakpoint where your code crashes and inspect the memory. Kakatana, I don't know what the fuck that is. Alright, so there you go, it failed. And how did it fail? Let's look at the arguments. So I have p1, p2, color and thickness. So image, first image.shape, yeah, p1, p2, thickness. So these are my arguments. Now let's make a test out of that. So that's it, that's that. The thickness is 0.75. Yes, yeah. Thickness. Alright. The problem is that they are very close to the border, yeah. Alright, so let's make a test for this case. Doesn't matter the color. In order to make a test, I just go image draw test, and like image draw. What function is this? Image draw line test image draw test image draw line 5. In place. So image equals I'll make it a bit better, but just give me a second. P1 is 359 to 74. I just want to see it crashing basically. 359, 3. Yeah. So where is it failing actually? Well, because of this 359, and with thickness it goes out of bounds. Alright. Thickness equals 0.75. And I can just do image draw line, image p1, p2, doesn't matter, color and thickness, and in place equals in place. Alright. Breakpoint. Code graphics image utils Python tests image draw tests image draw line 5. Oh yeah, it doesn't have this part. There we go. No, true. Can I do a dtype here? Random size equals happy. Type equals input and it's happy. There you go. Now can I make this smaller, because this is a huge ass. Let's put it like 20, happy. Oh, this one works. Yeah, because I need to speed up 5, 12. If I do this 20, like 10, 15, 5. 10 it is. So this one sucks. Why does it suck? So for example, there is no reason to go beyond where does it fail here, right? So try accept breakpoint. This is 20 most likely. 20. As you can see, like US, I think I can make an optimization here. So thickness px basically says that, kind of gives me an upper bound, right? So that means I can kind of go down a bit. So if P1.u, so P1.u is 19, right? And thickness is 2. So that means max thickness px equals image dot shape 0 minus, it's like mean thickness, it's this bad boy, thickness px equals mean thickness space image shape 0 minus 2. Ensure you don't go out of border. Now this one should never happen. Did it happen? It didn't happen. I think I need to do the same here. Thickness space V. Sure. We don't go out of border. They will shoot us. Yes, they will shoot us. Cool, so that's testing this graph. Press rest at 0. Where is my thing? Oh. Where's my zeros? There you go, there's my zeros. And this is how you create test cases, by the way. You just do this, expected equals to this crap, align it a bit, and then you say this bad boy. That's how I do tests in this neighborhood, and it doesn't. What? Why? What? How is copy pasting not good enough for you, man? basically copy paste it from here. What the fuck? I'm confused. Oh, oh my god. Whoa. WTF, man. I didn't. Holy shit, when I do res.t, it just fucks everything up. I just realized, like, look at this. So points from 27 to 77. So 27 is like here. But it did like 7-2 just because it's fucking transposed. Boy, no. It's the wrong computation. Holy shit. Res. Expected. Is permute 201 transpose all. Yeah, this is the right way of doing it. Holy shit. And yeah, good luck with this. Now it's failing all the tests, isn't it? This is why I don't code when you are slightly stoned. Ah, because none of these are bad. No. Alright. Let's go. I can just speed run this. Alrighty. Breakpoints. It's good you have an easy to iterate on testing framework, especially when you are doing this kind. So this kind of work is very good for TDD kind of approach, or TDD approach. Yeah. Fix out of bounds for vertical lines with thickness and tests. Yeah. It's nice when you have like a one line fix that kind of fixes a bunch of stuff. Now let's see if this actually fixes it. So let's go copy paste again. This is a new one with the check, extra check. I think this should be like this. Now let's see if it works on the video again. Alrighty, I don't know why that happens. There you go, I have bounding boxes made by me with 12 FPS also, which is great. Isn't this amazing? I think it's amazing. Alright, so I think this fixes alright, cool. So that means, I think this means it's usable. Alright. This is fine. Let's check out master, git pull, git pull, cancel auto march. Cool. So this one, I think it's good enough for now. Now let's look at what else I was doing around here. So, because I have a bunch of stuff that I wanted to. Yeah. So let's get rid of this project for a few seconds, and let's focus on the main one, on the image one only. So, checkpoints, blah blah. Okay. Safely write subpixels into an image without running out of bounds. Tries to both top and bottom in the middle. All right. OpenCV crap. image pasting. Now I have a bunch of stuff from before. Image draw test. Draw rectangle. This is here. Alright, so what I have? Image draw circle. How many circles do I have? I have a bunch of circles on there. Yeah. Just a bunch of them. Should I go for draw circle? Is draw circle the next thing I should be doing? So the problem with draw circle is that it's a bit annoying because I don't know how to do it, kind of. So I think I need to do projection of coordinates. But I still don't know how to do that at the moment. So that kind of requires a bit of a remembering. And I think it's quite boring. So I want to do something that's less boring. So one thing that I think is less boring is I could go in examples here, the notebooks, and I'm trying to basically create like a small paint. This has been like a very long idea that I've had for like years, and let's see if I can do that. And for now my paint will do one thing only, and that is it will draw lines, kind of, yeah. I think I need to set very small objectives for it. So let's say, let's call it mini paint. Mini paint. Cool. So mini paint will have a canvas which is white, and it can do only two things. I will press click once somewhere, it will record the position. I will press click again to record the second position. When I press click the second time, it will draw a line using image draw line, and then it will update the canvas. That's basically all I want it to do for now, my mini paint. I'm using Tkinter because that's just, yeah, so do I use ChatGPT for this? Maybe because who the fuck knows how to create windows with Tkinter? Nobody. Let's see. ChatGPT. Give me a basic Tkinter example with a white canvas, NumPy array, and when I click on it, it prints the coordinates INJ of the mouse in the image. Tkinter canvas. Why? Okay, so image decay. And click decay equals decay, canvas, back, block, bind. If you want, it can embed it cleanly to this structure. Let's see. Alright, so I'm just trying the example. I don't like not having main functions because I just don't like it. Main. How could this ever ensure? Why? Yeah, exactly, like stop defensive programming, fuck you. Root that main loop. The main loop. Yeah. So I have this white function, which is very nice for me. No, image peel, image decay, photo image. So I don't like the fact that I'm using root image. Yeah, create image. Amazing. Can I make sure I want not this image to be what type of image not to be. GIF PNG PPM. PPM is great, right? It's a bridge. No scaling. Okay. Drop no image. Anything serious. Impossible. So numpy to ppm. I like this p6. Numpy to ppm. This one is great. One thing I don't like about this array. photo image format equals ppm. So equal to image to photo. I think this looks perfect. Okay. This is the callback. Okay, so will this work? Gives xy, ensure docu. Binds. Okay, let's see, will this work? Why it takes so much to load? Image decay. Oh my god, yeah, because I fucked up. It's not image, that's sticky, that photo image. Alright, no image. No want image in my life. Image utils. Parents too early to create image. There we go. And it works. Cool. And now, for the last trick, I want to image tools. Now for my last trick I want to call, what do I want to call? I want to call the canvas image. Alright, so yeah, how do I update it basically is the question, right? Because canvas.create image, I don't have access to canvas. Nor do I have access to the current image. So let's do it like this. Canvas equals what? This canvas. Alright. They create an oh yeah, so poorly named crap. I just realized. Image. kind of. Can I update the canvas image in the event? Click event over. Yes. Modify. Yeah, so I think probably I have to pass it redraw. Alright, so they make everything global as I do. Image decay. Item config. Canvas. What the fuck's image ID? Wait, create image. So create image returns an image ID. Holy shit! Alright. And then I also need a canvas. Which now needs to be here. This one I don't like. Okay, so this should still work, right? But what I want here is the following. State equals 0. If state equals 0, state equals 1. Else alright, I have image draw line. Image draw line. Image P1 IJ color black s equals 1 and place equals 2. Why not? This then I need to do this fucking crap, which is image ID, image decay. So I need to basically this, and I need to do canvas dot item config image ID. This I also need to insert into this. This can never happen, but sure. Type of event, fine. Image equals image decay, state equals 0. Is this it? I think this is it. Let's see. Actually, I don't want print state 0, p1 equals pn. State 1. Let's do it like that. Sir, where is my shit? Okay, didn't work. State 1. Read row. Little small. Even box 10. Straight up doesn't work. This item config crap. Photo.put. Oh. Fox anchor TKMW. Thank you. What's wrong with this? Turns okay, but doesn't update. One latent and one fatal. Your updated photo image. Photo image. Persistent reference. Image decay. I mean, okay, let's try that. Image decay. Why not? Yes, this. Oh no, it's different. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. Straight up doesn't work. Oh. What in fuck? By alright, does this work? There's no way this works. It's kind of data. Holy fuck, data. Holy mother of fuck. Hello. Okay. Something. P6. Okay, let's try this crap first, because the first time. There you go. Alright, we have the world's worst paint. What is mine? Has like 7 global variables. So this one's like that, this one's like and nice, you can draw lines. Can you draw lines? Can your paint do this? The fuck happened over there? I don't know. Can your paint do this? Let's make it slightly bigger. There you go. Can your paint do this? I don't understand what's happening with... What's happening over there? I'm confused about these lines. This like bugs? The fuck? So the closer I am to, and these ones are so not thick. Okay, maybe let's try something. Let's draw a line. Okay. Maybe I'm is better. I think their function is better than mine. No. Fuck. Pick this one. Yeah, but yeah, I think their function is better, man. Oh, why is it so hard to draw lines? Alright, at least we have lines. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I mean it's definitely bugged, right? And holy shit, the amount of global variables. I mean it's begs for a class basically. What errors are interesting? So on diagonals it works fine, but not on all of them. So the more I so confusing. Yeah, like if it's a perfect line, it's almost not working. So interesting. I wonder why. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work. I will figure it out, but I don't know. Alright. I think this is all I wanted to do. I wanted to start this paint example. Bit hard to do, but it is what it is. Nobody messaged me to tell me to buy bots. Nice.